The African head of state they are supposed to build a union which reflects the spirit and the aspiration, the dignity and the honor of the African people, to give Africans the value which they deserve. And that is why you realize that when certain nationals travel abroad, like the Americans and other few European countries, they hold them of high esteem. It is because that is the value in which their government has been able to tack to each citizen. And this is what Africa does not get. With all the rich natural resources that these people are exploiting out of Africa. This is so unfair, and this is not what I call democracy. We saw here when Macron went to Chad, there was an existing constitution. Macron went there, did not follow the constitution which was put in place by the Chadians, put in the son of late Idriss Déby in power when there was an existing constitution. Why did the UN not criticize that? Why did the AU not criticize that? Why did the ECOWAS not criticize that? You come to realize that Africa, like I keep saying, is what I call special status. Africa does not have sovereignty. Even the Ghana, the Rwanda, and many other countries that we are saying that they have entered into a middle income class country, they are not yet free and they are not yet sovereign. That is why Nana Addo is complaining of removing their reserves from the Swiss bank and creating their own African monetary fund here. That is the only time when I can say that Africa has truly gained its independence. So here we stand, we realize that because they have been able to tie each of the African countries separately by a united front. Today, France is EU. The same France is UN. The same France is AU. And the same France is almost ECOWAS. That is the symbolism of France. When one man speaks, all of them join behind. When one man speaks, you saw the sanction in Sudan. As America uplifted the sanction in Sudan, all European countries that had debts that were loan money to Sudan canceled their loans. It was so amazing. That simply means that they work as one unit. One of the things that this is unique with this Western nation is that they work like hyenas. They are always together. They are never divided. When one says something, all of them group behind. They live their history. The history right of 1884, 1923, 1929, 1945 still exists today, and that is why you realize that they never gave Africa a veto seat at the UN National Security Council, only because that they want to keep Africa in this divided position. Sudan, for 30 decades, in the presence of AU, in the presence of the ECOWAS, in the presence of Rwanda, that we say Rwanda is doing well, and all these other few African countries that are almost emerging. AU is not a national organization that seeks the national interest of Africa. Wipe it off your mind. AU is EU and AU is UN. That is a foreign organization. How do you tell me that a structure, a capital of African Union instituted or constructed in Addis Ababa, a building that was supposed to hold the secrecy and the embodiment of the people's identity and ethnicity and beauty of Africa, their honor and dignity, effigies and idols were supposed to be as museums inside of that structure, was built by Chinese people as an offer of 200 million francs. When a son in Africa, Nigeria, Davido, bought a car for 330 million. The building of AU in Addis Ababa is 200 million free gift from China. So Chinese are now building our secret temples in Africa as bigger than Europe, America, and China. A nation comes to build a monumental building which reflects, it was supposed to reflect the embodiment of our founding fathers and all the fallen slaves. That is how the AU should have been a touristic site. Today has now become an antenna of what happens in Africa. Goes back to the 5 members of the UN National Security Council. So these are the things that we are saying, that Africa has been heavily abused under democracy. Why is Asia leaping today? Do not forget that Asia is China. He has a veto power. He has a veto power at the level of the UN National Security Council. When Biden entered power, the first bill that Biden passed was giving the Asian American full rights. For all the years, our ancestors and blacks that are still living in America, their rights have not been fully granted. But the rights of Asian Americans were fully granted as a bill signed by Biden. Even gays, bisexual, transgender who go out on the street to protest for their full rights too were given. Forever since blacks have been fighting for full rights in America, till today, our rights have not been given. This is to tell you that any head of state in Africa that holds hands with the enemy of Africa that killed their founding fathers, those head of states are a big fool. Nigeria cannot help. The ECOWAS bloc cannot help what is happening in Mali. Look at Nigeria. Nigeria is even worse than Mali, as we talk in terms of today. You cannot go and help somebody when you are in the same shoe. That is the way they have trapped Africa. The only way forward for Africans is that the 1 billion youths that we have today rising in Africa, these people we are complaining that have become bounty men, that have become middlemen in Africa in the name of head of states, are just about 5%. If this population of Africans understand where Africa is coming from and our history, come together and make a continent-wide uprising, including the Africans abroad, whether in the Jamaicans, whether in Peru, Dominican Republic, Suriname, Latin America, African Americans, African Europeans, they merge together to free Africa, giving everyone the right to dual nationality and making them to know that Africa is their home. Africa is not going to emerge. We need to build this sense of unison, network of solidarity, uniting Africans around Africa. Africans have potentials. As a matter of fact, Africans are the richest race in humankind. And they understand all of these things. So the division that is happening here is done intentionally because this is survival of the fittest. I don't understand Macron giving $2 billion for Africans not to travel abroad. But here, Macron and all his national companies are all instituted here in France, paying no taxes to our governments. All the money. How about we should say that instead of Macron telling us not to travel and come abroad, let them stay abroad and let us stay in our Africa. Keep your France and let us keep our Africa. Keep your America and let us keep our Africa. Who is traveling here? You travel and come here with your government, exploit our natural resources. Because of the insecurity which you create, pay jihadists, pay Islamic extremists, build network of terrorists, pay them to go and kill, and you begin to say that they are jihadists, they are Boko Haram, they are Al-Qaeda, when you were the people who first brought Bin Laden in Africa in 1982. In Sudan, that very Sudan that you people gave sanctions to Sudan, the same Bin Laden that you used in the 70s in fighting the Soviet Union in Afghanistan, you sponsored the same Bin Laden. How is you explain to me that Bin Laden dies? Even the US cabinet members did not see his body. No picture in this world today asserts that that was Osama Bin Laden. Who are they fooling? America used the World Trade bombing, the bombing of the World Trade Center just to enter Iraq with $87 billion as a budget capital set aside for that war, only because they wanted to exploit the oil. And they used Osama Bin Laden in creating the idea of terrorist network in the Middle East and in Africa. And that is where we are. Terminologies are built by the West only to keep these nations where they are.
So, Mr. Andrew Ebako,
the insecurity, all this.
Tapping from what you said, actually, Africa is where it is right now because of disunity. So, what does the continent have to do to unite for the betterment of the continent?
The younger generations which are today in Africa are more enlightened than our leaders. And I think that they have decided to take the mantle upon their shoulder to free their motherland because their leaders are incapable to do that, and the population of our leaders are very small. And we stand today to make the greatest population not only in Africa but in the world. So we are saying that the African youths should be able to start understanding where Africa is coming from and understand that the only religion that should be preached in Africa now is the African unity, which is the Pan-Africanism. Every African should know the true history of Africa and know the potential of Africa. Africans do not need to travel anymore out of Africa, judging what is in Africa. Why do Africans travel in the Mediterranean Sea? Only because of all these repressive governments, where the West gives them loan. I call it crisis development. You intend to develop a people, and at the same time you create insecurity and complain that it is a people's problem when you do not have any intention to develop those countries. That was the essence of democracy that was brought in here in the 60s. 1958, since Mali gained its independence, Malians are still in the same place, using the democratic system. Asia, Dubai, Saudi Arabia, Israel, these are very young nations. Look at where they are today.
Okay, just to conclude, in a few in your last remarks, would you say Colonel Assimi Goïta is acting in the interest of the Malian people? And if that be the case, what can the rest of the continent, what lesson can the rest of the continent draw from that?
Well, I think the lesson that they should learn is the spirit of Africanism and the spirit of the spirit of the nation and the voices of your people. You should be able to reflect the people that you represent. That is the quality, or a true quality of a true leader. If you are unable to reflect the people, you are unqualified to lead them.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Adrian Ateme Bako, for being with us this day. We really appreciate your time with us on the program this day.